Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's another nice evening out here this evening. Not real hot, not real cold, just about right for a guy like me. Probably a little warm for most people, but I kind of like the warmth better than I do the cold. I just don't like the extreme heat and humidity that we get oftentimes. I kind of went on a little rant yesterday, and that's all right because we all need to do that and vent our frustrations and our problems. I can certainly understand why people do that. It's definitely an eye-opener for sure when you see some of the things that go on in YouTube town. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about maybe those who in the cyberbullying world who don't necessarily, I would call cyberbullying, but just bullying period. They like to do things and say things and take things out of context. And I'm speaking about a group of people that they call themselves First Amendment auditors as they try to quote unquote stress test the First Amendment. And they think by doing so that their rights are the only ones that count. They don't realize that the First Amendment is not the only amendment in the Constitution. There's 27 of them, if I remember rightly. And the first is only, like I said, the first. And it's not even really the original part of the Constitution of the United States or the Bill of Rights. It's just some of the things that we have freedom of here in the United States. Of course, one of them is freedom of the press. They keep calling their press the press. But they don't realize press has a code of ethics that they go through. But these guys don't have any. They have no protocol. They have no right to really express some of the things they do and some of the things they say. They just do it to get clicks and views on the internet, make money. Most of them are making pretty good money. A lot of them, like I said, make over $1 million a year, 2 or 3 million a year. And then they also, because of the super chats and what have you that go on, and the fact that they just, and a lot of them beg their subscribers for money. Send me money because I need representation in this court of law because somebody arrested me for being a jerk out here, and I think I've got to defend my right to be this kind of a jerk and to treat everybody like trash because I'm the only one that really matters. And the unfortunate thing is there are people who watch them send them money, and plenty of it. And it's kind of sad that these people sit at home, have no life, I guess, because we know most of these that are out there doing that don't have any kind of a life. They have no job. Most of them are convicted felons who can't get a decent job. Most of them, if you look at them, they are tattooed up and down to where a business doesn't really particularly like to have them in there because they scare off people. Maybe one of these days they won't, but you know, in the world we live in today, they do. People don't like to see them all tattooed up and down their face and with all the stuff that they do, and a lot of them even when they go out there and do this, they'll throw on masks and stuff, and they do it just to get somebody riled up and get content so they can suck their subscribers into viewing them and sending them money, because everybody likes to see controversy. I said that yesterday. Controversy sells on YouTube for some reason. It's an unfortunate fact, but it is the way it is. I just wish that YouTube would see that and would do something about it. It's unfortunate, but they don't. Because, like I said, it's a red avenue, and the fact that when it's all done and done with, none of these, even if you turn them in for it, none of them that I know of are actually watched by humans. They're all done by a robot that picks up on certain words and certain things, and if you're lucky, they'll remove them, and if you're not, then they just let them go, and that's that. I do know that if you're in one of them and you can prove that you're in it, you can put what they call a copyright strike on it, because YouTube's terms of service says that they have to have your permission to put you on their platform, so you can get it either taken down, or if nothing else, at least they'll blur out your face and block you and all, or do all that, but they can still use your language and your words and the way you react to them. I see a lot of people that they get angry, they get upset. You go into a store, you got somebody standing out there on the sidewalk, all hidden and with their mask and what have you. Not all of them do that, but some of them do. But they're standing out there filming, watching you go in and out and do things. And they like to pick on, a lot of them like to pick on businesses that they know will get controversy, like the banks. How many of you want to see, look over and see somebody filming you when you're at the ATM or at the, going in and out doing your normal banking business? It makes you wonder what they're doing, whether they're trying to capture you, whether they're trying to get your information so they can rob you, or what, use it to gain access to your account or whatever. And even a lot of times they'll tell you, oh, we're not out here to get people's information, but they'll get it. They'll put it over the internet, and then, of course, if you got even 150 views, there's going to be that one out there that's going to view it just for that purpose. So they'll get that information and start using it. So it's not a good thing at all for somebody to be doing that. And that's why there's so much controversy over it, and why so many people seem to want to not have their transactions filmed. Creates controversy. The whole bad thing of it is most of these that do that are such cowards. They'll either hit them with pepper spray if you try to come near them, say anything to them. I've seen that on more than one occasion. Somebody will be so frustrated they'll reach up and grab the guy's phone or camera or whatever he's using. Most of the time it's just a cell phone. And the guy will pull out his pepper spray and spray him. And do it and say, well, that's legal, that's how you do it. No, it's kind of a bad way of doing things, but it's the way it is. Or they'll go to the police. And they'll start hollering, that guy assaulted me, because if you touch somebody, unwanted touching, they call assault. Now sometimes the police just kind of overlook it and say, well, I didn't see any assault there. And they'll turn their back on it, but they'll still do that. And the whole bad thing of it is most of these guys that do that will tell you just how bad the police are, but they'll go running to them every time they get something happen to them. But like I said, that's just today's society, and until things change, that's the way it's going to be. That's kind of my little bit of rant for today. I'm going to cut it short here and try to get this uploaded onto my channel. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a great day, a greater tomorrow, and an even better rest of your life. Thank you for watching.